Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at futures movement, corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of John Tuggle & Company, Corpus. The start of a new month ushered in new weather forecasts that have reminded the market that more heat and not much rain is in said forecast. The 6 to 10 day forecast for much of the Corn Belt, mostly hot and dry, and the latest drought monitor shows worsening drought conditions, particularly in Missouri and Illinois. There are already predictions of a drop in the crop condition report on Monday. The corn and bean markets seem to be quickly willing to reinstate weather premium into the markets, picking up from last week's weather concerns. That time bomb that John mentioned day before yesterday, I believe, is still ticking unless there starts to be some wetter forecasts mid-month and beyond. Local cash trading is still mostly quiet, even with yesterday's higher flat prices. For help marketing your grains, trust John Tuggle & Company, Corpus, 1-800-2-TUGGLE, 1-800-288-4453, 361-852-5207 locally. That's Tuggle & Company, Corpus. We are on the line with Jody Fry from Producers in Cargyle, San Angelo. Jody, how did your sale go?
Went good. Market's just good as ever. Numbers are still light, 600 head. Kind of followed suit with what's going on in the state. Everybody's kind of short on numbers, but you just ask for a better market. These kids in New Orleans continue to sell steady to higher, extremely good demand, very active slaughter cow bulls, another $2 to $4 higher. A nice offer, baby tooth South pairs today sold steady to slightly higher. Better quality steers, 400 to 600 pounds, from 190 all the way up to a high of near 290, mostly 205 to 235. 600 to 800 pound steers from 160 all the way up to a high of 245, mostly 185 to 215. Heifer calves, better quality heifer calves, 400 to 600 pounds, 170 to a high of 245, mostly 195 to 225. Slaughter cows, average to high yielding from 77 to 97. Did have several of the highest yielding slaughter cows from 98 to $1.16. Thinner or lower yielding type cows from 55 to 75. Slaughter bulls, average to high yielding 93 to 113. Had some of the highest yielding slaughter bulls from 115 all the way up to a high of 133. Cow calf pairs, average to better quality. Had several of those today. Groups of black and black Molly Faith cows, baby tooth to solid mouth from 1,500 to 2,000. The majority of them traded from 1,750 to 1,950.
Well, what do you know for next week?
Well, I guess we're not going to buck the trend. After Memorial Day weekend, after rain, still had over 6,000 sheep and goats. So weather permitting, we've got 4 more sales before the 4th of July. We'll be closed there a week in that July the 4th vacation period. But look for big sheep and goat sales to continue. Cattle numbers probably staying somewhere in this range of 600 to 700 head.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Jody Fry.
You bet. My office number is 325-653-3371. Mobile phone 234-7895.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's take a look at meat moves from yesterday. We'll begin with the national pork carcass cutout value. For Thursday, it was 41 cents higher at $85.68. USDA's estimate for the weekly federally inspected hog slaughter, 1.443 million head. That's up 20,000 from the same week last year, but incomparable to last week because of Memorial Day. As we look toward choice boxes, up 60 at 306.44. The select was 83 weaker at 286.32. According to USDA's afternoon box report, the rib primal quoted at 447.09 and 389.84 respectively. The rib choice, rib select. USDA's estimated weekly slaughter under federal inspection, 382,000 head through Thursday. That's 5,000 down from last year, and again not comparable to last week because of Memorial Day. Looks like the cash market on Thursday saw cash trade 175 to 180 in Texas, 188 in Nebraska. USDA said the bulk of it 5 to 9 higher in the south, 3 to 6 higher in the north. Looks like the FCE online auction had 146 heifers at 173.50, 277 steers, 174.50. Neighbor, that's it for your meat moves for Thursday. We're on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. Ken, how'd the sale go in San Saba?
You bet, Larry. We had a good run day. We had right at 1,400 head today on the market. I thought demand was very, very strong with lots of activity. The futures board and also the fat cattle, they definitely have increased a lot this week. The stocker steers were probably $10 to $15 higher. We had a really good draft of steers that weighed 515, brought $267 a pound. Dollared out on those 5-weight calves, $1,375 some change. The stocker heifers were probably $5 to $10 higher. Had a group of 3 heifers, weighed 533. They brought $232, over $1,236 on those. Our bigger cattle, we had quite a few of those. I thought the feeder steers were $8 higher, and feeder heifers were probably $4 to $5 higher. We had a really good set of 9 big heifers, weighed $978 today at $1.66. On those open heifers that we had, the feeder heifers, $1,600 and right at $23 and change on those. Outstanding, selling those a good quality set of cattle. I thought packer cows were probably $3 to $4 higher, and overall those, they were steady. Pairs and bred cows, I thought, were fully steady and very, very good demand today, Larry.
Good. Now we've got a special.
You bet, Larry. We got it coming up Saturday, starting at 10 o'clock. We got a little over 3,000 something ahead to sign. Kind of consignment kind of groups them to about 750 some odd pair that we're going to be having. About 900 bred cows, around 270 something bred heifers, and around 214 or 15 open heifers that we'll offer. Lots of good quality here. Like I say, we'll start at 10 o'clock. We'll probably have our runner order up on our website around 6:30 tomorrow. It'll be on Friday, and be on Friday evening. We'll have that up, and then if you can't make a sale, you can go to our website also.
Neighbor, I want to remind you about my friends Stephen and Terry Lehman at Lehman Pipe and Cattle. They've got used sucker rod in 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and 1 inch, and they've got used oil fill pipe, the #1 structural, straight, no holes, splits, or heavy scale, 2 3/8, 2 7/8, 3 1/2, 4 1/2, 5 1/2, 6 5/8, 7 5/8, 10 3/4, and 16 and 24 inch diameters. Also, from time to time, they see some #2 pipe available at a reduced price. Truckload discounts and delivery also available. They also have cattle guards. They make them from 10 foot wide to 30 foot wide, depending on the customer's needs and wants, with or without wings or cross gates. Also, the heavy-duty concrete beams to set them on. Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. Email them at lehmanpipe@gmail.com or call Stephen at 979-966-3447 or Terry at 979-820-8155. That's Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. We're on the line with Klein Spear. We're talking about the success of the cattle sale. How did it go?
Well, we had 335 head today. Real active market there. Those packer cows and bulls were steady to $2 better this week. The calves and yearlings, I'd call them $5 to $8 better this week. Sure bringing lots of money on some of them good quality calves. I mean, when you got some feeder steers bringing $230 and $235, it's a pretty good market. Choice steers, $1.65 to $2.25, and the lightweights $2 to $2.85. Choice heifers, $1.60 to $2.15, and the lightweights $1.90 to $2.60. Crossbred steers, $1.55 to $2.75. And the lightweight's $1.80 to $2.70. The crossbred heifers brought $1.45 to $1.90, and the lightweight's $1.65 to $2.50. Those stocker cows, $85 to $1.25. Packer bulls, $1 to $1.25. Those breaker cows, $1.86 to $1.03. Those cutters and canners were $67 to $82, and the Shelly cows, $35 to $55. Didn't keep any pairs together, split all them out today. Red cows, $900 to $1,450. So just an awful good market all the way around.
Hope it's that way next week. We'll do sheep and goat on Tuesday, cattle on Thursday. Klein Spear, tell everybody how to get a hold of you at Uvalde.
Call us at the office, 830-278-5621. My cell phone, 830-591-3241.
We appreciate you, Klein. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. Hey, neighbor, we're on the line with Aaron Lee of Homestead and Ranch Real Estate, which specializes in Texas farms, ranches, and custom homes on acreage. They have specific steps for getting your ranch ready to sell.
Yeah, Larry, we want our sellers to put their best foot forward when their property hits the market.
We know that makes sense to me. What should the seller be doing?
Well, the long and short of it is they want to make the ranch look clean and organized. Remove the junk, shred the property, make the property accessible, and repair the fences. If the irrigation pumps are available, go ahead and fill the tanks and troughs. Make sure all the utilities throughout are functioning.
Then what?
Well, from there, that's where we take over, Larry. We ask our sellers to organize the records, and then we're going to get information on the leases, the water rights, and the mineral rights. We're going to map the property, make a list of what will and will not be conveyed, ensure potential buyers know the incredible parts of the subject property, and then we're going to try to overcome any potential issues before they start.
Great info, Aaron. How do they get in touch with you?
Well, they can call me directly at 214-985-9862. 214-985-9862. And you have my word, I'll call you back. Or they can visit us at homesteadandranch.com. homesteadandranch.com.
We're on the line with Leroy Kruger. Leroy, you're down at Laredo tonight.
Yeah, we're doing a little clean, straighten up around the old camp here, and had some old buildings that my father-in-law put in here in 1967, and they kind of went by the wayside, so we decided to do a demolishing cleanup, and got all the brother-in-laws, some of the brother-in-laws here and the boys, and
Good.
gonna get things, just have a little gathering, get things done.
Good.
Next day or so.
Well, how's the bull business?
Oh, it's not too bad. We've had some boys call this week, and they're going to come Sunday when I get home here Saturday, and kind of check on a few, and we got a really nice set on hand, you know. A lot of full 2-year-olds, and some Paul bulls that are 20-month-olds. So we got some Angus heifer bulls and a few Pole Herefords and Horn Herefords that work on heifers, and we got some Red Angus and Charolais, and just a good set of inventory.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Leroy.
They catch me on the mobile at 830-570-0660, or just leave me a message and I'll call you back. Sometimes phone service don't work too good down here. We'll be here tomorrow yet, and then be heading out. But anyway.
All right. Well,
you bet.
we appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have
Bye-bye.
a good evening.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Wholesale Steel, family owned and operated since 1976. Has heavy duty panels, the first and only panels on the market with a lifetime warranty against damage from your animals. Wholesale Steel with 2 locations to serve you in San Antonio and Hearn. Financing available, and we wholesale to the public. Visit our website at wholesalesteelsa.com or call 210-624-2000 for Wholesale Steel.
We're on the line with Rodney Butler, getting ready for the sale on Friday in Beeville. Rodney, what you got on Thursday night?
We're tagging in a little over 300 right now. Mostly yearlings. We don't have very many light kids like we had in the past, but we got a lot of big cattle tomorrow. And the cow end, we don't have very many cows, no pairs, and a handful of bulls, sir.
Well, all right. Well, you got a good start to a great sale on a Friday. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Rodney.
Yes, sir. We got some good kids for tomorrow. You can reach me here at Selborn at 361-358-1727, or you can call me on my mobile, 645-5002.
We appreciate it, and we'll talk to you Sunday evening.
Sounds good. Thank you, Larry.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Neighbor, I want to remind you about the upcoming June the 10th auction, Saturday, 9 a.m., That's June the 10th, 2023, Highway 90 west of D'Hanis, Lutz Auction Service. Lutz Auction Service, 830-931-4312. It is a 2-farm inventory reduction sale. Plenty of tractors, plenty of grain storage carts, lots of farm equipment. There will be vehicles and miscellaneous equipment, so you need to get there. Saturday, June the 10th, 2023, 9 a.m., 2 huge farm inventory reduction sales. D'Hanis, Texas, off of Highway 90, 830-931-4312. See pictures on their Facebook page. That's Lutz Auction D'Hanis, or at lutzauctionservice.com, L-U-T-Z, auctionservice.com. We're on the line with Doug Bass, Cattleman's Brenham. Doug, what are you expecting for the sale today?
You know, I think we're going to have a pretty good sale, Mr. Larry. We've got a good set of Packer cows, about 100 cows coming from one man. Be really good Packer cows. He's sending about 80 good Charolais yearlings with them. We've got another man sending 60 good black steers and heifers coming right off the cows, going to weigh right there around 6.5. And lots of phone calls. Looks like we're going to have a pretty good sale.
Good. You folks are hearing this on Friday. Y'all be down there at Cattleman's Brenham with Doug Bass and crew. Doug, tell everybody how to contact you.
Yes, sir. You can call me on my cell, 979-877-4454, or call Sarah's office, 979-732-2622.
We appreciate
I'm
it,
sorry,
Doug.
I just give you the Columbus number.
Okay, just repeat the Brenham numbers and I'll edit.
979-836-3621.
We appreciate you. Thank you, Doug.
Yes, sir. Thank you. We'll see y'all at the sale.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Neighbor, let's take a shorter look at the grains courtesy of John Tuggle. Milo through Corpus, 1107. We'll call Progresso 991 and Brownsville 991. Yellow corn to Corpus, 672 and a quarter. Progresso 691. Hard red winter wheat to Houston, 852 and a half. And beans to Placido, 1099. Texas cotton, 2,247 bales at 82.64. That's it for the best darn farm show in Texas. I'm Larry Marble. You're my neighbor. Neighbor, thanks for listening to us at Down on